Hello, and welcome to the Metro MLS webinar reviewing the My Messages function in FlexMLS. In this webinar, we'll review what My Messages function is for and where the messages are generated from. So how you can access My Messages is if you have the classic dashboard. I'm just going to switch my dashboards here. So if you have access to the classic dashboard, you've got a messages gadget right here. You can click right on top of the word messages and it'll open up to the My Messages screen. Or you can click on your menu button. Everybody can do this. And underneath menu in the schedule message section, you click on My Messages. Takes you to the same place. Now messages are generated both internally, agent to agent, and externally, agent to contact or contact to agent, your contact. So where messages, when they are generated, they go two places. If a message is generated coming towards you, it goes to your email address of record. So whatever email address that you have set in your preferences section, so I just clicked on menu, and underneath preferences I'll click on my profile and quick profile maintenance. This is where your signature information is pulled from. So your phone number, email address, so they go here. So if you don't log into Flex every day, it'll still come to your email address, and then you can reply to it from your email, so you don't have to log in to access those messages. And then they also go to the messages section here. Okay, so internal messages, the agent to agent messages, those are generated, just to show you quickly, I'm just going to do a quick search. So a message coming from another agent can be generated from this little icon. So if they pull up your listing, like say this is your listing, they can click on this head and shoulders icon. So this is a contact agent link. So this would go to you if someone generated the message on your listing, and then they would type a short message, whatever it is that they wanted to ask about that listing. Another type of message that could be sent agent to agent is the feedback request. And this is the FlexMLS feedback request, not the showing time feedback request, two separate functions. So if you decided that you wanted to use FlexMLS to send your feedback feedback option, you can click again, pull up the listing, click on the little head and shoulders icon and go send open house feedback, and then pop in the date that you saw the property and the time and any observations and feedback. Okay, I know most of you probably use the showing time feedback form because those can be automatically generated from scheduled showing, so it's a little bit easier, but you got another option just in case if you see this pop up and you're like, whoa, where'd that come from? You know, it's a FlexMLS function. All right. All right, also expiring listing notifications. So if you have an expiring listing notification set up, which is basically a nag email to send you a reminder saying, hey, this listing is going to be expiring in a certain amount of days, letting you know that if you wanted to extend it or let it expire out. You can set up that notification under menu, and under the preferences section, you click on general preferences, and it's this option right here, expiring listing notification. You can select this and choose when to send that email notification within a certain amount of days of when that listing is going to expire if you need a reminder. Okay. Also, another internal message that you can get is from portal login notices. So if you have customers set up on a contact portal, you can set to get a login notification each time that they log into their portal. That's found on the contact. So I have an active portal going for this customer here. They're on. So if this box was selected, it would send me a message when this customer, or each time that this customer logs on to this portal. If you don't want that, you can either deselect it per contact, or if you're pretty sure that you don't want to get that from anybody, you can suspend those messages by going into menu, and underneath preferences, go to general preferences, and there's an option at the bottom to suspend all portal login messages. By you selecting that and saving the setting means that you don't want to be notified every time a customer logs into their portal. You can pretty easily see that on the contact file if you wanted to check that out. So that's the internal message notifications that you can get internally. Externally, coming from a customer of yours to you, that can be on a manual email. So I'm going to see if I can remember my password to my email address. All right, and here goes the test. All right. All right, there's a contact button in both the manual and subscription emails. I think I've got some in my trash here just to show you. So when a customer is looking at a listing or some listings and they want to send you a message on it, that's this contact button right here. So they can send you, using that contact button, from both manual and subscription email on both desktop and if they're accessing the email on their mobile device. The button will be called Contact Agent on mobile, but on the desktop version it's just regular contact. Okay. They can also send you messages via their contact portal. So I'll log into my portal just to show you what that looks like. Oops. Too fast on my fingers there. So when a customer logs into their portal on either mobile or desktop, they can send you a message. So for example, if they wanted to send a message on this particular listing, they could go to their messages link here, and this link right here, write a message to, that would be your name because you were the agent that set them up. They can just shoot you a message here, and again, the two places, it comes to your email address of record or into your My Messages section. They can also do a message from their actions button on the listing. That button is marked contact. Or they can go to messages and it pops them to this tab there. Okay. Another way they can send you messages through their portal that does not need to be attached to a listing would be from their dashboard. So I'm going to click on my account button and go to my dashboard. And then they have this messages window. They can write you a message about anything. Doesn't necessarily need to be about a listing. Maybe they're having a barbecue and like to invite you over. This can also come to those two spots in your email and your FlexMLS account. So this is all the places that you can get messages. Internally, agent to agent, and externally from your customer to you. So if you see those messages coming through, that's where they're coming from. This will conclude our webinar on My Messages in FlexMLS.